Hello, welcome to my new channel, Miss Cassie Reads. I am Cassie. I am so excited to be here today. I stumbled onto BookTube community only a couple months ago, and I had no idea this existed, and I am so excited to start becoming a part of this and to get to know you guys and hopefully discover millions and millions of new books. I can only say that my book list of TBR things has grown infinitely, and not the small infinity, the large infinity. So I'm really excited to be here. I cannot wait to start sharing my opinions, my views, and other fun things with you guys. I wasn't sure where to start with my first intro video, so I found the newbie BookTube tag that was created by Brenda C, and I will link her information down below so that you can check hers out. And I just thought it would be a little bit easier than me just babbling on forever, because I tend to be a talker. So without further waiting, I will go ahead and start answering the questions. So, and I have notes here because I'm forgetful. So question 1, why did you start this channel? I love books, and I was so excited when I stumbled across the BookTube community because I saw that there was more than just me being insane. I can tell you that half of my friends think I am absolutely insane by how much I talk about books and how many references I make to book things, and a lot of the times they don't even understand what's going on because they haven't read it, or they're not as obsessed as I am. So I'm so excited I found you guys and that I can obsess over little things with you guys and make inside jokes. So excited. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Well, everybody's unique, so I mean that's why I love watching all the different videos. I love seeing differences of opinions, and I love being able to argue good points and bad points of books, and I just like the support in the community that there is, just how people are able to really, I mean, they meet lifelong friends and they get to go to like book conventions and things like that, so that really appeals to me. I love making friends. I go back and forth between states as it is because I grew up in California and then I live now in Oregon, so it's really fun for me, and I'm really hoping to just dive into that community head first. The only other thing that I can say is definitely unique about me is if you're a grammar Nazi, you're probably going to hate me because when I type things up, even when I'm trying to spell check and do my best job, I have a very unique sentence structure and very creative spelling, and I don't think that's what they meant by creative writing. But all I ask is that you forgive me now and love me anyways, and just know that that's my disclaimer, is I have poor spelling and poor grammar, and I apologize now and I'm sorry. Question number 3. What are you most excited about on this new channel? The part obviously that I'm most excited about is just creating friendships with you guys, discovering books, being a nerd about books. It's 100% the community. I can't imagine any other reason other than that, just because I'm not shooting these for myself. I'm shooting to build relationships with you guys, so I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to dive in. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? I mean, I love reading because I love getting swallowed up inside somebody else's world, in the things that they create and the rules that they make in their world. And so obviously fantasy is probably one of, or even dystopian or anything that isn't realistic, like non-contemporary, are probably my stronger areas of things I love to read. I grew up though reading a lot of fantasy and a lot of adventure and things like that. My grandma, I used to watch read every night, so it became something that was really special to me. So even though I didn't read at parts of my life, it is definitely something that when I'm reading, it always reminds me of my grandmother, and it's such a special connection that I share with her. And I mean, she inspired me to read. I had teachers inspire me to read, but other than that, I mean, I just love losing myself in another world, and when I read the book, having to really adjust again to get back to where I'm at. That is my favorite thing in the world. question 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? So this is a tough question for me because when I started reading in elementary school, that's when I had some teachers really push my reading abilities. I did start reading things like The Hobbit and Anne Rice, and I had traditionally been reading Goosebumps and things like that, so I had always had a high reading drive. However, once I got to junior high, I got really bored because I tested at a college reading level and they didn't have anything in my library at the time. So then I had to kind of wait until high school to really get inspired again. I had some really awesome experiences with some books and some really poor experiences with some books. You know, they have required reading, obviously, and that sometimes can be a little hard. Just because some of the things aren't things that we want to read and are interested in. And if they had introduced things like YA, and I feel like there would have been so much more I would have enthralled myself around. But the one book that truly got me into reading, and I know because this is everybody's guilty thing that they say, and so you know what's coming, is Twilight. It was such an easy read. It was fun. I loved vampires at the time. I'm obsessed with all things vampires. So, I mean, I've been reading Anne Rice since I was in 4th and 5th grade. So that's definitely just something that's always been close to my heart, and getting something that's, you know, not as adult as Anne Rice, and it was more fun and frilly. And granted, no, Twilight is not the best thing out there, but it totally got me into reading again. It lit that fire, and obviously, as you can tell from this isn't even all of my books behind me, it's been an incredible journey since then. So I just thank Stephenie Meyer, even though I want to argue with a lot of things in her book. And then question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? Well, I would probably go off on a babbling rampage because I'm sure that there's 1,000 things that I want to discuss with each of them about their favorite books and their hated books and just how they got started, and you know what was their first book if they haven't answered that question. I mean, I could ask a million. There's no way I could take that down to just one question. I will say though that the one thing that I would do is thank the people that I found originally. And the first person, when I was looking at reviews, there was a lot of kind of really random one-offs, but then Ginger Reads Lainey was the first person I absolutely fell in love with. I watched her channel like the whole day. It was ridiculous. My boyfriend came home and I made him watch the videos as well, and I fell in love, and then I started looking at everybody that she liked, and it's just been down into the rabbit hole ever since. So I will link her information below so that you guys can check her out if you haven't already found her. She is incredible, and I guess a shout out and a thank you to Ginger Reads Lainey, because that was what made me actually want to do this. Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? I will definitely say talking to a camera is a little bit awkward, coming into myself on camera, because I've been in theater, so I am not shy to be in front of people doing silly things, but it's definitely different when you're trying to like record and get a video up. And so I'm excited and I'm ready, but that's really it, because I'm not really doing it for any other reason, just then to really be able to communicate you guys and share the things that I love with you, and get to see the things you love. So again, I'm so excited. Oh yeah, a couple of like things that I should probably warn you about is I definitely like to repeat things. I'm very forgetful, hence needing a script for 6 questions. I just definitely, but I just get excited and I ramble, and so I will try. That's also why I have those scripts, is to make sure that I don't make like 85-minute videos, because it could go on, and I'm sure that there's other people that definitely have that struggle too. So yeah, my 2 struggles: talking to the camera and making videos that aren't 20 years long. But that is all the questions, and in honor of not rambling forever, I'm just gonna go ahead and say bye, and I'm so excited and I can't wait to get to see you all. Bye guys.